Hello everyone and welcome back to Advanced Podcast. Today is a very proud day for our center because sitting next to me is Ismail, one of our brilliant students who has achieved an amazing result, Band 8 on IELTS CD. Moreover, he was another Flex alumnus. How did he make it? What was his journey like? And what can other students learn from his story? Stay with us, it's going to be inspiring and useful.
Advanced Podcast, from English lessons to life-changing success.
So, Mr. Ismail, could you please tell a little about yourself?
Okay, so my name is Ismail. I'm 17 years old and I'm currently a rising senior in an Uzbek public high school. I'm really interested in table tennis and soccer, and I'm passionate about politics.
Wow, that's nice. Ismail, some people say that we ask the same questions from all the candidates who got 8. But I have to tell you one thing, guys. The thing is that the questions are the same, but the answers are always different. Not only because the students are different, but also the time changes. So that's why I think the questions are quite fine. And I will ask the same question from you as well. Could you tell us a little bit about your journey in learning English?
So basically I started learning English at the age of 6. I was back in Russia. Then after we moved back to Uzbekistan, I was accepted to a specialized class in one of my schools. And I started learning basic English from there. And when it comes to IELTS English, I was sent to another center where I was supposed to learn the IELTS English. So after coming back from the US from my exchange year, I knew about advanced already, so I decided to improve my IELTS. And after that I was enrolled and I spent 3 months learning, improving my IELTS, and I got my desired score.
Nice, very cool. What motivated you to aim for such a high score on the IELTS?
To be honest, not gonna lie, the only thing that was motivating me is cashback. I was about to get, for the band score 8, Advanced gives $500 as a reward. And I really like that because I already had a good understanding of the IELTS, and in joining a new environment and also getting a cashback was one of my motivations.
Nice, cool. Yeah, you said in dollars, but it's in soons, 4.5 million soons, right?
Yes.
With the compensation for your IELTS, all the expenditures that you had because of the exam. But nice motivation, right?
Well, because 450 is a big deal, actually, especially in Uzbekistan. So, and not all of the centers provide a big reward for the band 8.
Well, if it came to this part, then how are you going to spend the money? I think some people are interested in this and they wanted to ask this question in their mind anyway.
Oh, so since I'm applying to American colleges, not all of them give a fee waiver for applying. So for some of them, I'm gonna pay, and for like 5 or 6 colleges, and for other things, I'm just gonna spend for hangouts. That's probably all.
Well, that's cool, nice. It means you're applying for American colleges now, right? Well, English does really open up a lot of doors,
definitely.
Right? That's cool. So, one more interesting question that we always ask. What emotions did you have when you saw your result for the first time?
Oh, I was very shocked because the first when I opened the e-version of my score, I didn't know that the first line is going to be a writing section. I thought it was going to be in the overall part. So I saw 7 and I was really sad, but because of my, I looked carefully and I saw it was actually writing. So I chilled. Then I scrolled down, I saw 9 from reading, and I was shocked again for the second time because I was never expecting 9 from reading. And when I saw my overall band 8, I was really surprised, to be honest. And a lot of emotions were coming, and that stone that like when you wait for the results, there's something that inside of you that doesn't make you sleep. So I was having that, and after I got 8, I lost that thing. So.
And let's talk about the actual exam day. What was it like for you, and how did you feel? Like, were you nervous?
The only part I was really nervous in was speaking, because it was not face to face. It was online the Zoom version, and I was not prepared for it, because I think if it's face to face, it's better, and the person can feel you and see your emotions. But it was still okay. And I guess I didn't answer all the questions correctly on the speaking part, and that's why she was like asking why, how, and I guess that's why I got speaking 7 from speaking. But other parts, they were pretty good. Yeah, I was not really nervous, because since I was preparing a lot in advance, I was ready for the outcomes.
Now, I think many people are interested in one thing. You took IELTS CD, right?
Right.
And was IELTS CD different from paper-based? Because you're one of the first people who got IELTS CD after that news that IELTS moved to CD version. And how was it?
It was very different, first of all, because the format is actually different. So you have to write everything on paper, and I think it's easier to use the CD one, because you don't have to like move the pages. Like you just scroll the whatever you want. You can eliminate the answers without problems, and when it comes to writing, you won't have problems and you won't be tired of writing. So just I think it's easier using a keyboard, and since I was practicing a lot, our keyboards in advance, they were like actually the same as in the exam day, so I was pretty good, and I didn't really have problems with typing.
The most difficult part for most of our students, it's I mean, they think so. It's probably going to be the writing section. Like, was it really that hard? I mean, did you have any problems there?
Not really. When it comes to typing, as I said, I was practicing it here, and the keyboards are all the same. And I myself, I have the laptop, so it was not hard like typing. And well, answering the questions from writing, it was very easy for me, because our teachers, especially Miss Karina, she taught us a lot how to like do structures, how to write the essays in a good way. So I would say that 7 is pretty good.
For writing, yeah, 7 is nice. Wow. That's already C1, right? So that's what teachers generally get at university. So that's why that's a pretty decent score. So Mr. Ismail, before we move on, I want to mention something that makes me really proud. We already have 2 Flex finalists from our city who studied here at Advanced that I personally know. It's you and Miss Emily. And you know, Flex is not just something that anyone can win, right? Only the most talented and promising young leaders, they make it through. What I wanted to ask, what makes me really curious, why do such kind of people choose Advanced for their studies, and why did you personally decide to improve your English here at Advanced?
Well, I wouldn't say that Flex finalists or alumni, they choose the certain place to study, like center. I would say that they choose the environment they want to study in, an environment where respect and mutual support is valued. And I think Advanced is literally this kind of place. It's not just about academics here. It's also about an environment where everyone helps each other, and where they respect each other and ready to help.
Well, yeah, you're actually right. Like, in order to raise the leaders, we need to create the environment for them, right? Well, that was really nice to hear. Thank you very much. What role did your teachers play in your success?
Well, I would say it depends on teachers. If the teacher of my center, the Advanced, she played a huge role, Miss Karina, and she helped me to improve my writing and also reading. She gave me a lot of sources where I can practice and learn, and I would say getting help and advice from her helped me a lot.
Cool. Now, Mr. Ismail, let's talk about your mock exam results at Advance. Were they similar to the one that you got during the real exam, or we had some differences there?
Well, there were a lot of differences.
Uh-huh.
I was actually getting
Okay. So,
I was actually getting
what? You were getting 6.5s and 7s or what?
I would say they were really different
Mhm.
because I was actually getting 7.5 from mocks, and yeah, the listening and reading parts were pretty difficult here. And I think the reason for that is that they prepare for difficult things because not everything is gonna be easy, you know. And so I was actually getting less than 8 from every part, but I think this helped me to increase and boost my scores, and as a result, because of that, I probably got good and like high scores because of that, because the format was harder than the actual one.
Well, Mr. Ismail, yeah, it means you were actually getting 7 and 7.5
Yes.
here during the mock exams, and you got 8 during the exam, right? And maybe you're right. Maybe this is the reason why you got 8, right?
Yeah.
Because as you said yourself, the right environment is very important. And I don't know, maybe this is because we have higher requirements than the
Yeah.
real IELTS, right? And when you actually get used to higher requirements and when there is something easier, you generally score higher,
Yeah.
right?
And I would say that Advance also prepares for the harsh conditions as well. So, because you never know, it's gonna be easy. Sometimes it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of different factors.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just know the topic of the reading a little bit, and it actually makes
Yes.
the exam easier. So, Ismail, everyone knows that it's not easy to get ready for IELTS, right? It takes a lot of time, and to get 8 probably takes even more time. The question is, how did you manage stress? How did you stay motivated through the process?
I had a lot of times when I didn't want to practice a lot. So when I was scrolling the reels, I came out with one of the effects, I can say, like bubble effect. If you keep telling yourself that you're gonna study only 5 minutes, then you keep studying and you will forget that you set up the timer for 5 minutes and you just keep studying for a long time. So I think this helped me a lot. So basically, when I didn't want to prepare, I was thinking about, oh, I'll just do like 5 minutes, and I was completely forgetting about that. So, and I was practicing like 1 or 2 hours instead of 5 minutes. So I think this helped me a lot. And I'll probably say that I knew that IELTS is not something that will finish my life. There are a lot of things that besides IELTS, and it's not something that is very, very important in my life. So I was thinking about it as well, and I was not really stressing about the results, about the exam itself. So I was pretty chill.
Okay, well, this is all about spending more time on the preparation process,
practicing.
right? Cool. Anyways, what were the biggest challenges that you had while preparing?
I would say that the IELTS takes a lot of time, of course, and I had to manage the time because I was also preparing for the other exams like SAT and also for college preparation, and I had to manage every single thing. So I think that's the only thing that was hard for me, and I guess I managed it pretty good. Well, since I didn't have problems with time management, so yeah.
All right. Maybe you used some kind of methods or approaches that helped you to improve your results. Maybe you will share with our students.
So there are a lot of things that people, especially students who are preparing for the IELTS, miss. There are a lot of free resources students can use to improve their scores. This can be like free mock tests, free practice tests, like from Cambridge, and you can find it easily. Another thing is students miss the free webinars that happen in Telegram channels or Telegram groups. So if you have a certain problem with, let's say, with a certain topic of the listening, I would advise you to go to certain Telegram channels, and they do a lot of webinars for free, and you can practice on your mistakes using those webinars. Yes.
All right, cool. You're actually right about online resources. We have like, tons of
Yes.
them, right? They are just unlimited.
Yep.
The more you search, the more you find. But there is another problem. I think students know about this, that there are a lot of online resources, and some of them are using them as well, but they don't use correctly. That's what makes me really, frustrated about the situation. Like, you can do mock tests online, that's
Yes.
right. But most students, they get the result and then they forget about the test.
Right.
But yeah, there is something
Yeah.
missing,
Yes.
right? This is all about like doing, post reading. It's when you work on your mistakes and etc. If people actually did it all the time, I mean, working on their mistakes, most probably it would be maybe even the most helpful thing, right?
Yeah, and I would definitely say that the best approach is always practicing, because without practicing, you'll never know like what kind of mistakes you have. So like even doing one reading test a day or like one listening a day is a big deal. And I think like people, when they don't really have time and they have like 1 or 2 hours of free time, they always think that this is not enough. I would say that even like 15 minutes is pretty good for practicing, because every minute matters for especially for the IELTS practicing.
So Ismail, I know that you're not going to retake your exam because you said that 8 is enough for you, but imagine that you are. So if you decided to retake your exam, what do you think would help you to improve your result to get even higher, maybe even 9?
Okay, so I would definitely practice my vocabulary, especially academic vocabulary, because since I have like almost 9 from both reading and listening, I think that learning academic vocabulary would help me to boost not only my writing but also my speaking. So I think that's the only thing, and I would also learn how to do a really good structures for the writings.
So, to the guys who always stay after the lesson because they didn't learn the words, you need to understand this. Vocabulary is very important. So that's why learn the words all the time to score 8 or even higher. Now, how do you think your result, your achievement will impact your future?
Well, I would definitely say that IELTS opens a lot of doors, and especially in Uzbekistan. With a higher score, you can become a teacher actually, and abroad, when it comes to international universities, they require a certain amount of score, the IELTS score, or let's say another test. And I would definitely say that IELTS fulfills the requirements, and I won't have problems with documentations, because this certificate is proof that I know English.
The question that many students actually like, they just watch the ending, as I noticed. So, what would be top 3 tips you would give other candidates to achieve high results as yours?
So, one of the minor tips that I would give to students currently preparing for the IELTS would be practicing a lot, consistency. Even 15 minutes definitely matter, and doing one practice test or like one listening test definitely help you. So yeah, my second tip would be, guys, come on, just join the educational courses and educational centers, because you can't prepare for the IELTS yourself. You need an environment where you can offer your help, and you can also get help from other people and teachers. So yeah, and my third tip would be using the online sources. There are like tons of practice tests, like question type questions, and also a lot of Telegram webinars. So you can just go to Telegram channels, and they offer free webinars where you practice the specific type questions. So I would definitely say that using the sources correctly will definitely boost your score, and joining a right environment will also help you.
Mr. Ismail, thank you very much for sharing your story with us. Your journey shows that with dedication, consistency, and the right environment, great results are possible. And to everyone watching, remember, English is not just a subject, it's a key to opportunities and the whole world. So keep learning, keep believing, and who knows, maybe one day we'll be sharing your success story here on Advance Podcast. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.